I don't know if I made the right choice on the colours. I don't know anything. So I'll just put me out of my misery. Put me out of my misery. What's up guys, and welcome back to Games Changers. We got a very special episode today because my Mustang has been satin black for like a year now, which looks cool, but we're gonna make it look incredible. We're putting a brand new entire wrap graphics scheme with some real trick stuff on it, and we're doing it with the guys here at Precision Tinted Graphics. Now, this is a very special place. We want to give you a full tour of it before we get to the Mustang, before we get to the plan, and at the end of this video, we are actually going to have an incredible looking Mustang. So it's a very exciting one. Before we get into the main business end of it, I'm going to meet up with the man behind Precision Tinted Graphics, Jay, and his ridiculous Civic, which is literally what this is. Now, I am not a Honda man. I have said this many times, Jay, but this might be my favorite Honda in the world. This is a wide-arched, pandem-kitted race car. Yeah. So talk us through, this started as an EG Civic.
It started as actually a show car, an EG show car.
Really?
So
yeah,
it's terrible, like terrible looking. You know, the bum strips were gone and things like that, you know, it was basically a show car.
And the most important about it is this is a race car, so this is a touring car.
Irish touring car.
Irish touring car. So this is a touring car, very cool with the chrome and the pandem. What power setup are you running in this? What's the sort of basics of it? Because there's been a few quid spent here, Jay, over the years.
Just lightweight, yeah. I hope the weight's good and not watching. It's a B18. It's only a 1.8. It's running 240 brake. It's getting a new heart very soon, so it's turbocharged, so it should be a lot quicker.
So you're going to turbo the B18?
Yeah.
What sort of power figures are you looking for?
340, 350. 400 maybe.
Like in a little light car like this, the works and shit is like crazy.
880 kilos in weight, so it's pretty light. It's a little bit lighter than your Mustang. It's like
it's off the cuff. This is bringing about a few memories for me because I had an M4 very recently, and I thought about wrapping it in Nardo Grey. And now it's annoyed me that I've seen one in Nardo Grey because it looks fantastic. So you're kind of outdoing me here with the van now, you know what I mean? I wasn't going to get personal about it, but I rolled in, mine's dirty, and then I have this, which is much nicer. So this is another...
Now this is a van.
But see, this is the thing, people are slagging me that this isn't a van.
Yeah.
You're probably... This is a van. This is an actual van, this is a caddy. This is really nice too. I like this.
Nardo Grey again, yet again the favourite colour of...
Nardo Grey caddy, and now you just make... Look, mine looks terrible now.
Get this wrapped.
Look how dirty it is as well.
Should
we do that before the Mustang?
Should we do the Golf van? Definitely not before the Mustang. It's not as important. But should we wrap the Golf van? Should we go some crazy colour with it? You let me know in the comments. We got to go in, Jay, and check this place out because I've heard things about this place and I'm kind of seen it already that it's a bit mad. My graphics at the moment, so we're gonna so John's gonna black and white that straight away. So you're on Illustrator.
Yeah.
So how this process works. So a lot of people wonder how these processes work. So basically we had Ian in Factory 83, who's in the States, which is the amazing thing of the internet, who has designed the full livery for the Mustang and all of our cars, all 4 of them. And he's basically sent that through to you.
Correct, yeah.
And then you have to kind of get an idea of how that's going to fit in the real world, because obviously cars are a little bit different in the real world than they are on Illustrator.
Yeah, so we got to get the scaling just dialed in perfectly. He sent it over as 110 scale, but we just like to make a physical measurement of it, get it nice and accurate. then bring in all the logos that he's got done, but we have to turn them into a physical format, like, so we have to put in our contour lines and stuff, get the prints ready, break them down, put the chromes in, put the prints in, etc, etc. So there's a bit of work on this end, then we get them sent to the printer and stuff, and then it's on to the next room out there where...
So this is delivery on the car. Now, I know Josh is going to have this in black and white, because what we've said is we are going to show you the design, but we're not going to show you the colour until the end of this video. So this is essentially what the car is going to look like. This is a nice render, right? It looks quite cool. You guys have put in some cool graphics on it in the background. So this is brilliant because you get to see roughly what the car is going to look like in your head. But I always say, this is my opinion, that it never looks as good on the render as it does in real life, because you don't get any, spatial aware. You're not getting a 3D version of it. So this might be, in my opinion, the favorite design we've ever done for this car. I think it's gone so far above what we've done before. It's intricate. How many logos is on it?
I think we're at 84 logos, which is a lot.
Yeah.
And then, so you take these, comes into this room, which is also...
Don't fall on the step.
Where's the watch the step sign, guys? Come on. And this is a prep room.
So we laminate here, prep it here, and then straight onto the Mustang.
And these are cars that you guys have done in the past.
Yeah, these are all the cars we've wrapped, like, and there's McMegan's drift cars. So.
Yeah, so we got like drift cars, we got road cars, you got like sort of F3 cars, touring cars, supercars.
Yep.
So like we have a McLaren there that you can see on the bottom one, but maybe we'll see it in a moment in the real life. That's very cool. So yeah, this is the car, Jay. You've just had it for the last, say, hour or so. The boys are giving it a quick clean around. So when it comes to fabrication, when it comes to paint, when it comes to wiring, engine building, everything on the cars, I have no interest, because I know I would be terrible at it. Right. But one thing I would love to do is learn how to wrap, because that's something that I think is, you can't set anything on fire, which is a big thing for me.
You can.
Oh, you can. You can.
When there's a will, there's a way.
It's 4 minutes later. But it seems to me it's the most like dramatic transformation, I think. That's the best. It's the bit that you see the most change. So this car is quite big, square. Obviously Mike has done a good job painting everything down in satin black just to get rid of all the cracks and all the bits and bobs from general wear and tear over the year. But what's the challenge with this particular design on this car? Because it's sort of like there's some parts that are wrapped, some parts that are not wrapped. Is that make it more difficult, or is it kind of all the same?
This, you'd like to do it as a printed wrap for easiness sake, but obviously you want it to be a little bit more special with your metallics and your reflectives and your chromes and etc, etc. So everything is like... We're too...
Just typical Dave.
Typical me and Josh. How shiny can we make it? And how difficult can it be for you guys to
Well, it
do
seems like the fancier is the harder way.
Yeah, everything on this car seems to be the hard, or the cars we've been doing have the hardest way, but there's a lot of different materials, I suppose, is the key.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and everything has to be broke down individually, whereas a full printed wrap, it's printed, it's fit, it's done.
Yeah.
This has to be broke down into hundreds of different sections. It's a big jigsaw puzzle. So, but we love it, we enjoy doing it, and we love getting jobs like this because it tests us and it makes it just an enjoyable experience. And as you said, it's a huge transformation when it's done.
That's the thing, I know when I come back to see this car, it's not going to look like anything.
Again,
and this is the best car to start with, because this was sort of like the child that you took for granted and we never did a whole lot with. Then we started putting some crazy parts on it, we got it handling, and now I'm loving this car more than I've ever loved it since I bought it. So the last piece was just getting it looking the way I wanted it to look as well. Now, we've stood here for at least 5 minutes completely ignoring the fact that there's a McLaren right behind it. So I'm going to look at that.
You couldn't see it because the Mustang was blocking
The Mustang blocks quite a bit of the McLaren from the start. So this is I'm terrible with McLaren. I'm going to say it's like 576, 70, what are they?
720S.
Oh, it's the proper 720S. It's the one with the doors that I can never figure out how they open. Open here? What's the bit of the button?
Yeah. No.
Where's the handle?
I'll show you.
Well, you can tell it's not yours anyways.
Not my car.
Actually, I can't even find it. Where is it?
There we go.
Yeah.
Beautiful. See that? That is an amazing car. I think with these cars, the thing that blows me away the most is the fact that the side panel of the car comes up with the door. That you're just going, half the car just went up into the air. So is this a car you guys have wrapped in the past?
Yeah, we've worked on it there a couple of months ago. We did all the pinstripes on it. So you can see it there. You can barely see it. That's the whole idea. It's like it goes to pinstripe.
It's very subtle.
Yeah, it's very subtle. So we've done that, and then PPF, the front bumper, and a few little things like that. So
PPF is like a clear film
Paint protection.
you put on the front of the car to stop stone chips getting on. Actually, very good idea.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing that for the Cayman that I got, because you see after a year or two of driving around in Ireland, you know, we're stone chips and crap on the roads and stuff. The cars just get destroyed very quickly here, so that's a very, very clever thing. So if you're looking for PPF, the guys do it here as well. If you happen to have a McLaren, which I'm sure not many people have in Ireland. So the Mustang, what I like about it now is that we're obviously gonna black and white the process on this, because we want to give a bit of a surprise to you guys of what color we're going with. So this is not the same graphic scheme or colors as the Corvette or the two MX-5s, and those will be getting done as well, but they're all the same. This one is totally different because it's just, as I said, it's big block cheese. You can't work with curves. There is no curves. No. So graphic designers always say this is the hardest car ever to put a graphic scheme on. So I think Ian has smashed it out of the park. Guys are getting cleaned up. I think we're going to leave the cameras here with you and keep checking in on the progress. Now it's time that the boys get to work. Hold that thought. We love our drift cars here at Drift Games, but we don't drive drift cars on the road, we drive sensible cars. And if we're in the market for a used car, we come here to Moorfield Motors. These guys have an amazing selection of everything from luxury cars to first-time buyers to commercials, which means they've always got something for me or for Mike.
Jeez, that's a lovely van.
So if you're in the market for an amazing used car, check out their full stock list online at moorfieldmotors.ie, and if they don't have it in stock, they can source it for you.
Hello, Cian.
Hello, Blaine. How are we?
Not too bad.
Right, we're back at Precision Tinting Graphics. So we have decided that we are going to check out the Mustang today before Dave sees it, because it's almost done, but we want to see his proper reaction to it. So let's go inside and check it out. Oh, the lads are hard at work.
What's going on?
We're coming to check out the Mustang before the guys see it, because we want their proper reaction. So, where do we find it?
Follow us.
I'm excited now for this, Blaine. Oh, wow.
Wow. That's incredible.
That looks savage. Wow. I thought it couldn't be beat on the old colours, but that is much better. Just even like the little... Oh, I thought they were lines, it's a lace. So it's just this side left to do now.
This side left to do, yeah.
The roof. The roof, yeah.
It's mostly done, yeah, we're nearly there.
Speechless on that. That is it.
It looks like a proper race car now, like.
It's just completely different. It's absolutely some transformation.
Like I said, every time there's a new wrap on the car, I feel like it's the best it's ever looked. I'm like, that won't be beaten. And then it goes to the next one, so. Yeah, this is just crazy.
And then we've a little surprise for him to do inside. So.
I like surprises.
Yeah, he loves surprises, yeah.
Oh, you did a fantastic job on this. I know it's not done, but so far it's absolutely savage.
Yeah.
So off camera you just said that when Josh blew all the dust onto the wing here,
Yes.
it did have an effect and it did screw you up a little bit.
Absolutely. Josh decides he was going to blow himself down because he got a bit dusty, and he just blew it all straight on my paint.
Good man, Josh. Do we look like panel beaters? Yeah, no, because we had to wet sand the entire panel. If you look closely here where we didn't wet sand, you can see it's almost like an acne effect or something. So we just wet sanded it all down.
So it's Josh's fault.
Absolutely, Josh.
Well done, Josh.
Good man.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Feel sorry for Mike now.
You just can't rely on Josh, really. Just give him stick in the comments, please.
We'll stop talking and let the lads get cracking. Starting to look like a proper race car now, a proper drift car now.
Like, it's absolutely class. Like, I absolutely love it. I think Dave is going to love it. I've just been having a little look at some of the little sneaky bits that they're doing extra, so they are class. But we leave it there for today. I think me and Blaine love it. So hopefully you guys love it. And hopefully, most importantly, Dave will actually like it when he comes to pick it up. So I suppose, yeah, you're going to see everything that's done to the car, all the little sneaky bits, when they pick it up very soon.
So after teasing yourself, looking at the Mustang and not paying any attention to this,
Yeah.
Keith has finally got his chance.
Goodbye. I am actually leaving now, Blaine. Goodbye.
You're in your element there.
I'm leaving. I'm stealing this. Even though I'm going to have to crash through my own car to get out, I'm going.
Here at Drift Games, we absolutely love online drifting. But more importantly, for you guys watching at home, we want to get you in the game as well. So we've partnered up with digitalmotorsports.com, Ireland's first online sim store, who are experts in everything when it comes to online drifting. And they're going to give you guys a full free sim rig at the end of this series. Now, I know you want to know how do you win, but it's quite simple. Every single episode of Games Changers, we're going to release a letter. It looks a bit like this. And that letter will form a sentence. And at the end of the series, the first person who can put that full sentence together correctly wins a full simulator. Now that's not bad going. Okay, we're here. PTG. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I normally, you know what, I get so excited for the end result because all the stuff we've done so far on the channel, you guys have seen it. It's bit by bit by bit, but you're so far from the finish line. We got the helmets back and they were finished, and I think me and Josh haven't stopped smiling since. This is even going to be more mental. The Mustang, we've had a few different liveries on it. It's a bit different than whatever we've done before. It's also, the Mustang has a different livery than all the rest of the cars we're doing. So I don't know. The boys have been winding me up now here for about a week saying it looks unbelievable. So I'm going to now go in and see what the car looks like. This is like, I'm genuinely goosebumps.
And also, this is the first time that you've actually gone through the wrapping process and not seen it all the way through.
No,
like,
usually I see
genuinely.
it, like, I genuinely see it like kind of halfway through.
Like, I've seen bits, you've seen nothing.
Or the guys that get back to me halfway through saying, do you want to put this here or change this or that? I have no idea what they've done. I sent them the design, I put it in Jay and the boys' hands here to see how they get on. They seem happy with it. You've seen it.
I've seen bits of it. I've not seen it complete yet.
Keen and Blaine have seen it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. Swear to God, I haven't seen it. So here we go. I'm nervous because you never know if it's going to turn out the way you want it to turn out. That's the worst thing about liveries and wraps, is that in your head you have a vision, but when it's on a computer it's totally different than real life.
What's happening now?
Alright, here we go.
It's had a slow
I'm nervous now. I'm nervous. Please be awesome.
Please be good.
Oh, they made it into a McLaren. No. It's covered as... Lads. I honestly am nervous. I know you guys have done a good job because I know that you guys are the best. But in my head, it's always trying to take something from a render to real life. And real life is everything. Like, real life is totally different. I don't know if I made the right choice on the colours. I don't know anything. So I'll just put me out of misery. Put me out of my misery. Holy shit. different car. That's unbelievable. Oh, this is definitely the best it's ever looked.
Glad you said that.
Look at the chrome on the side skirts.
This is something that I noticed. I thought they did something sneaky with this. The chrome reflects up there. It looks like a chrome fade almost up the side skirt.
It does. It looks like it's kind of a chrome yellow kind of fade. That's amazing. God, it looks unbelievable. Like that's.
You like it there?
I love it. I absolutely love it. It looks like a proper,
Real.
professional race car for a team that's totally unprofessional. Oh, the yellow headlights. They look class. Very cool. I love the chrome on the front lip.
That's the bit you were most unsure about.
I didn't know, yeah, because when you see the renders, you're like, oh, I don't know, will it look too much? But it actually works really well with the rest of it. That purple is lovely.
Beautiful.
McLaren. Yeah. That's where the purple's at over here. Open the doors up. Oh, look at that. Why did you ask me to do that? The dash. Oh, lads. Oh, the sponsors on the dash.
It's a whole new door card.
Like I was just about to say, there was no door card.
No door cards.
That's mad. The car looks totally different inside.
It's a lot tighter, isn't it?
I can't get over it. Oh, that thing it's just so much more vibrant and bright and like noticeable. If it didn't already need it, it's got kind of the looks now to match the madness of the engine kind of thing. It was always kind of I wouldn't say it was dull, but it was kind of, I always played it safe with the car, and I'm so happy I didn't. Spoiler. Oh, look at this ghost in here at the back.
Yeah, again, precision graphics.
The logo's just like every little bit.
You know what, I'm going to allow to put the logo
Like a
everywhere.
treasure hunt.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'll be probably 6 weeks in going, look at this.
We didn't get the biggest logo on the car, by the way. We definitely didn't.
You snuck one in the back as well.
Sorry.
Just 'cause we know you can't fit in there to take it off.
I can't get in there. I actually can't get to the back of that. It looks kind of now to me how it always should have looked.
Yeah.
Like a pro car. Like I can imagine now when we take this to the track and we get some photos of it actually drifting, it's just going to look amazing. Because drift cars always look better when they're moving and there's smoke coming out. But I just love the fact that even static, it looks like a show car. God, I'm so happy. Josh's cars are never going to look this cool, I'm afraid. I'm afraid, Josh. I've outdone you here. Well, I say I've outdone you. The boys have outdone you.
We still have to do Josh's, so
We still have to do Josh's cars, but
we have a few more tricks up our sleeves.
I want to remind everyone that this delivery on this car is different than the other three that are coming. So Josh's NA MX-5 is outside. That's the next one to come in. That's a different livery to this. And then the Corvette and the new MX-5 are totally different again. So I love that because now we don't know what they're going to look like either, which is unreal. Right, so guys, what an unbelievable job here from the guys at Precision Tinted Graphics. Like this. I mean, you saw the car we were messing around with on the track, just that black. Looked mean, looked cool. And it's a tough car to actually get the design right and the wrap right because it's a really square, blocky car. That's why you won't see too many Mustangs with liveries around the world because they're quite difficult to do. On a normal like JDM car, you have a lot of curves and a lot of flows to follow. So Ian at Factory 83 absolutely smashed the design, and the boys here have just taken that design to a whole other level. So if you guys are looking for your car to be liveried or wrapped, I mean, the work speaks for itself, the touches speak for themselves, and also, more importantly, the enthusiasm speaks for itself. Not just a job to these boys, they're all motorsport heads as well, so this is fun for you guys as well. So thank you so much to all of them. My mind is blown. I want to know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think of the new wrap. I think it looks unbelievable. If you think Josh's car is going to beat this, let me know as well, because I think it won't. I think this could be the nicest one of all the ones we do. Josh is behind the camera now, scowling at me. But this is unbelievable.
Shake the camera.
Shake the camera. So we've got another 3 cars to come here. We might even have a few more, and a lot of big things happening over the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned to the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks to Precision Tinted Graphics. We'll see you on the next one, because I'm going to go now and turn off this camera and sit in a chair and look at this for about 2 hours. So we'll see you soon.
So this is next to coming in here to get the new wrap. It's going to be completely different to the Mustang. So in the next few episodes we shall be releasing this.